here with Gina's Rock Shop. What's up, people? We are here for the third edition of the new Gina's Rock Shop. I'm here with Irish Pat. Hello.
Hey, Gina.
And Leslie, part of the NYDM. I'm very happy to have you guys here. It's a very cool edition. We're not going to have a band tonight because we have so much information to give you guys. And I want to thank you for tuning in. All of the NYDM, all of our fans, and all of our audience over there, everyone. Yeah! Live audience is always awesome. I have to thank a couple of people straight out the gate. I have to thank LJ James and Madhouse TV for giving me the opportunity a year ago to realize that I could do this, that this was something that I would be good at because I didn't think I would be. So I thank you for that, and we're just taking it to a whole new level here because I need to have, not tonight, but my bands play in a way that they could not do for me. Not that they're awesome. They did a great job, but I need to have a band play with drums and electric and everything else. So that's why we decided to do our own thing with SOS Productions. Woo! The main guy right there. Yeah. Eric.
Thank you.
Kicking it and bringing us live, and I thank you so much for all your hard work. And he's awesome, and I apologize to Beyond Visible. Your video will be up soon.
Tomorrow morning.
There we go. See, you heard it here. He promised. It's not my words. He promises. And Beyond Visible, also, I will say this. They have a CD release party on Sunday at Port Jazz. If anyone's interested, I have tickets, $10 a pop, and they are a killer band. If anyone watched last week, they saw the acoustic version of them. Killer band. Port Jazz, Sunday next week on the 11th. We are a sponsor. I'm very proud to be part of that. Also, I have to make a couple announcements. We will also be on next Sunday. I will be in various places, but we also will be doing the Demon Knights biker rally, which will be at Grizzlies in, I think it's West Islip. Bayshore? Yeah. Okay, Bayshore. See, she knows better than I. Bayshore Demon Knights rally. Let me tell you, we just did, and I'm wearing my shirt, LJ. The Road Reapers on Sunday. My daughter, 15 years old, had a fucking blast. She thought Mom was the coolest shit in the world because she was just like, wow, look at this whole world. Everybody was nice to her. But this Sunday at Grizzlies, go support. These are great guys. It's a great cause. And my boys Pansy, which everyone who knows me knows I love my Pansy boys. They will be performing along with Tang, who is Bonnie Parker, Mark Edwards, and Denny Colt, a kick-ass band. Two great bands. Come see them at Grizzlies on Sunday. I'm trying to think who else after. Oh, also, Terra Stigma, August 24th. Mulcahy's, you need to be there, I will be there. Hanging with John Moyer from Disturbed, just saying. I'm very excited about that. Other than that, we're gonna get to this edition, which is NYDM. We have a huge show coming up for you guys for 4 days, and I'm so excited I'm part of this. Do explain.
It's our NYDM annual. It's the one time a year where we get everybody from all across the country, or in all the chapters together in one place at one time.
And it's on Long Island this year.
This year it is on Long Island.
But it's usually like everywhere else, you know, like it goes around.
It goes around. This is
Okay.
this one's special because it's the 10th anniversary of us as a patch club.
Nice. Red River Inn, 4 days.
Actually, and you got the sign right here.
Lots
So
of
it's
bands
August.
that you cannot even tell what their names are because they are that fucking killer.
Through that metal.
So
Can you zoom in on that?
I already
if you
am.
can actually read the logo, then the band must.
I can read ominous. That's probably, oh wait, Bloodfest.
Blood Feast.
Blood Feast. Sorry. Deceased.
Kingsley King Valley.
And I know you are into Celtic.
Yes.
Okay, so which one of those bands are you?
Hold on, let me find them. They are on here. I don't have my glasses.
Mass
so
Murder
I'm like-
Messiah. Now that sounds interesting. I like that.
Well, their name is Yonder
This
Realm.
is in a coffin. I think
That's
I like that right off the
It
bat.
was awesome. I don't have my glasses on. There it is. Yonder Realm. They are our local Long Island folk metal band.
Really?
These guys really kick ass. I recommend them everywhere to everybody, and whenever they see them or listen to their music, people are blown away.
They need to play the Rock Shop Clubhouse.
They should.
They absolutely should.
I'll
That's
give
up
you
to
all
you.
their info.
Oh, you make that happen.
I'll give you their info.
right.
You'll,
I like that.
you'll see them on Saturday. They're
I will.
the third band.
We are, Rock Shop Magazine will be covering the entire annual. I may be flipping back and forth.
I'll be there taking video.
Yes, he will. And I'm very excited to be part of this. We will have a table as well as I will be walking around, and we have Fran, who's sitting right over there, Fran Mermaid Hackett,
Yes.
who will be covering, and she is my killer. Go ahead, film her. There she is. See?
And my sister.
And also a patched member.
And a patch member. And I will say this, Fran will text me, at such and such a concert, do you want me to cover it? And I will say, I will get a review that is not only in my inbox within 12 hours of the show, but kicks ass. And I will read it to Scott, who is, we all know, not the rocker that I am. And he'll be like, wow, the show was there. That is a good job. That's what I want my readers to know. And Leslie is another writer of mine. And Pat is just my really good friend, who supports me in everything I do and stands next to me in concerts he really doesn't want to be part of.
You could never pay me back enough.
I know, I really can't, He shows up, all of a sudden I'll be at one of my shows and he supports it, I'll be like, I know he's gonna hate me for this. But you stand there and you support, which is explain, what is the NYDM? Tell these people.
NYDM is an extreme underground heavy metal club. Basically, the best way to sum this up is we are the land of misfit toys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I like that.
really what it is. Yeah, it's a bunch
Would
of
you
people.
agree?
Yes, we are.
You know, it's like the one thing most of us metalheads have in common is pretty much every one of us when we're young were ostracized. You just know going in that you're not going to fit in, and you find that kind of music that just hits that feeling, that feels the same way you do.
Okay.
And it's just, and all of us just kind of gravitated towards each other, and you know, and then it just kind of like evolves. This club was originally started as the Spring Valley Death Crew back in 1987.
Okay.
With the founders Randall
Spring Valley
Solomon.
what?
Spring Valley Death Crew was in Spring Valley in Rockland County.
I believe I've heard of that, okay.
It's where this started, and that's why they really started getting together and started organizing the heavy metal club concept. And then 10 years ago, with Will Romer and Randall Solomon and Elena, they created NYDM, New York Death Militia.
Is that Long Island or is it upstate? Where would it
Original was upstate.
Okay.
It was upstate. It was
Spring Valley is definitely upstate.
It was Rockland County is the mother chapter.
Okay.
And from there, it's just expanded, where we have chapters in obviously Long Island, New Jersey, Rhode Island. By the way, hey Chrissy.
I will say this: the last time you guys were on my show, I had 1,800 viewers.
Nice.
1,800 worldwide. And I made some connections, Greece and this, that, and the other thing. And
That's Elena.
Maybe she writes for Metal Hammer. Does that help?
I'm not sure.
One of them
She
writes
does
for
a
Metal
lot. I know
Magazine
she does a lot of
overseas.
writing. Yes, I know she does a lot of writing.
And you know what?
She is cool.
The outpour.
Yeah.
You know what? The last time these guys were on my show, we had call-in, we had that availability. We don't have that right now. We will, right, Eric?
Sure, we have it right now.
We do?
Yeah.
Where can they call? What number?
What's the phone number?
What number?
I got your cell phone right here.
All right, 631.
You can call myself.
946-9039. Call in with your fucking questions. How about that? That will sit.
Nice.
Yeah, that should sound interesting. Put on the cell phone on speaker.
But I will say, Scott could not man the phones. It was that crazy. And the lead singer from Possessed,
Yes, Jeff Becerra
was trying to call in. He couldn't get through.
Yeah, he was
And
so mad.
He was a little irritated.
He was calling here and he was calling my house. He's like, I can't get through.
But
And
you
I'm
know
like,
what?
I'm like, call again. Click.
I will tell you this. This is what I love about your club. There is a lot of Long Island drama. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. A lot of drama. I don't give a fuck about it. I want to rock. That's all I give a shit about. I produced a magazine that's about the up-and-coming bands. I don't care about all the drama and all the bullshit that goes on. I want the music to evolve. I want the 80s back. I'm on a mission to do that. You guys, I walked into Charlie's birthday party. Embraced, me and Scott both, embraced, like we were part of you and we're not. And then I came to Mystical Jim's party. Again, we were embraced as if we were part of you, even though we weren't. And it wasn't until he made it clear to me after we left there that Scott said to me, I think this is what you're missing in your life. Because there are a lot of rock stars in their own minds out there. And I want to be a metalhead. And I am a metalhead. And your club, your group, he watched me from a distance that night at Mystical Jim's party especially, have conversations with people that unless you were real deal, you couldn't hold down that conversation.
Right.
And I enjoyed myself. I could have stayed there till 4 in the morning, as exhausted as I was when I got there. We actually had to take a nap, we were exhausted. But once I got there, it was like walking into home. And that's what I said to you. And I will say this openly, I am a supporter. I think that's what my role is at this point. A supporter of the NYDM, and I hope to be more than that. I hope they let me be more than that. But I love what you're about. I love what you represent. It's exactly what needs to happen on a bigger scale, and I think more people need to know.
Well, as I told you, you're welcome to come home anytime.
Oh, thank you, Leslie.
You know, I really
You know what?
mean
I
that.
freaking appreciate that. Come
Oh.
here, baby. Mwah. I love you because...
By the way, before you did mention Charlie's birthday party, just want to say everyone, Charlie was supposed to be here today.
That's right, he
But
was on my flyer.
But
Thanks,
he ran.
Charlie.
But he ran late. No, he ran late.
All
Or
right.
that man
Well, work
was very
comes
hard.
first.
so-
Charlie's been doing mega overtime, so
You know what?
unfortunately,
Work comes
he couldn't
first.
make
Work
it
comes
tonight.
first. We love Charlie.
Yeah, and the thing is, Charlie can't even see this because anybody who knows Charlie is
He has no
anti-technology.
clue.
Absolutely, he cannot stand technology.
We're gonna have to put it on a CD and put it in his fucking...
His roommate has a computer, so if he can play it for him.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. There we
No,
go.
she's working tonight, so no.
So now the
but I'll play it for him.
NYDM 4-day annual is 4 days. Now, it starts on Thursday night. It doesn't start during the day. What time does that start?
Thursday night starts about, I guess, like about 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Maybe I think maybe a little later on that one, so because
At the Red
Thursday
River Inn.
at Red River Inn, because
In
that's where
Yaphank.
we're gonna only have a few bands. It's kind of like that Thursday is usually is going to be like the meet and greet where everyone gets to meet each other because
Okay.
it's just everybody that's coming from all over across the country and from
I've been
Canada.
following your feed. There are people coming to this from overseas that are so excited. I think that's awesome. So there's gonna be all walks of life here.
Yeah, there's people coming
That's
from all over the
fantastic.
USA, Canada.
Overseas and everything.
We also have, as you know, I've spoken to you about the 70,000 tons of metal cruises in
Which we
Barge
will
to
be
Hell.
on.
And we actually
Scotland.
have a bunch of friends who are coming in just from knowing us on this cruise. They're coming in just for the annual.
And you met these people. Call Gina.
On the cruise ship.
For a good time? Really?
Hold it.
There we go. I'm actually.
There we go.
9469039.
Thanks, Leslie. Gee, I don't know, Eric. You trying to sell
The
me out
cruise
here?
together great.
No, he's not trying to sell you out. He's just trying to sell you.
So, you know what? You know whatever.
By the way, and she is $3.95 for the first minute.
$5.99. Really? I'm expensive. I'm worth it too. Just saying. With the clubhouse, with the TV show, it's trying to get those bands out to the record labels, to where they want to go. I'm not looking at it any more than that. I'm not competing with anyone. So if anyone does think that, I feel bad for you, but that's not what I'm all about.
And apparently you're off looking for a good time as well.
Apparently, well, really? Shh. You know what? They forgot about that. Now, thank you. Oh, really? There we go. For a good time, call.
9469039.
Fantastic. Like my phone don't ring enough already.
I will never be able to.
Also, we go from promoting the annual to becoming a really bad late night commercial.
All right, so now back to the
Take it
annual.
away.
Yes.
Red River Inn, Yaphank, August 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. We will be covering the whole thing. It will be a Mongo. Actually, Scott and I, hon, did we decide we're going to do a special edition?
What?
Special edition for NYDM?
Yes.
We are doing a special edition magazine for you guys. We are covering the whole 4 days, and we're going to do a separate edition for you that will go inside of the regular edition. Like, not inside, but like an insert. So, as of Thursday it starts. It's starting at 5:30. We're going to have some bands.
Yep, we're gonna have some bands on Thursday.
Okay. And then tell me what your flow is. What's going on after that?
Well, like I said, basically it's just the bands. You know, the bands play, and everyone's
Okay.
gonna be kind of hanging out. The big thing is just getting acquainted with everybody.
Okay.
I mean, that in
Meet and
itself is gonna take hours. It's an amazing sense of brotherhood and sisterhood. I've been very fortunate to have gone to the last 2 annuals out of state. Last year was in Minnesota. 2 years before that was Oklahoma.
Wow.
And it's just absolutely incredible when you see everybody.
Did you go to those?
No.
It's incredible to see everybody from across the country, where
Okay.
no one who's ever met before, and the only thing that you have in common is the
Facebook.
patch, and well, Facebook is this one patch because we're not a Facebook club, we are a heavy metal club.
Okay, so turn around. I want everyone to see your patch. Okay. That is the patch, which a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, I happened to be at Irving Plaza with Fran. I took her and Pete with me to a Kill Code show. And Fran and I was standing, and I was waiting for Eric to come get me. And I see Fran go over to someone who clearly she did not know. I don't think you knew that person, but they were wearing a patch that said NYDM. And as I was being a little bit eavesdropping and listening, I heard her say something about hello brother, and he said hello sister. Now, I've been involved with, known the biker world since I'm 17, I'm 44 now. So I'm no stranger to that. And also I took interest in that because it had somewhat something to do with that, which I thought was cool. So you guys said hello to each other, and there was a respect there, and you walked away. That happened 3 times that night, and I took notice of that, and I thought that was fucking cool. Then I asked Fran, what is this all about? And you introduced me, I'm talking, she's over there, but I'm pointing to her. But you introduced me to someone that is the manager of Electric Horse something, I can't remember the rest of that, who I've been talking with recently. Him and his wife actually manage that band.
That would be Nick.
Is it Nick?
Nick and Sonia.
Yes,
who are,
yes. Nick and Sonia.
some of
What's
our-
up, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you ran into Nick and Sonia, huh? I saw
Electric
them
Horse something.
Saturday. Oh, they are.
That's the band that they manage. And she introduced me to them, and Sonia and I, everything in common, because she was about to slit some throats and take names afterwards.
That's
and I was,
Sonia.
yeah, exactly.
That is Sonia.
And I was like, you know what? I like how you fucking think. We got along really well. But it was after that I asked Fran, what is this NYDM thing that you're involved in? And she said, I cannot explain it to you as well as Irish Pac can. And that's how you and I became friends. And you and I sat in my office for we could have talked forever, but we had to cut it off at 3 hours.
Yeah, my 14-year-old was starting to call me, Daddy, where are you? I need
Exactly.
money.
You know what though? But it was, you have, your organization is nothing but a passion of metal and rock. And I enjoy coming because I love watching Charlie bang his head to fucking Maiden. Scott gets a kick out of this. It's so funny. We look over and he's like, okay, there it goes.
It's actually usually 2 o'clock in the morning.
But it wasn't 2 o'clock. It was actually early. No, it was earlier than that. But if anyone hears NYDM or whatever, they think death metal, and it's not. It's all metal
It's metal.
genre.
Just being a
It
metalhead.
is. It is, and I don't think everyone understands that.
Well, like I said, it started originally, it was like New York death metal. That was like Mortician.
New York hardcore, something like that.
That's what it
Okay.
was. But the thing is, when they came with the club, it became New York Death Militia. Just the thing is, we wanted to encompass all metal. Just didn't want to be like one exclusive. We don't care. You could be from Poison to Pantera, from Striper to Slayer.
No, you don't have Poison. You know you don't.
Actually, we do have some that.
You're lying.
Look, I don't listen to Poison. Even though I still might have a couple of their CDs in my CD rack though.
Ooh, I'm telling. Oh, you just told them.
Let me tell you something. It was 1988,
You had
and
hair.
I was a male with
You
a
had hair?
heartbeat. What's that?
Did you have hair?
I had hair.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I had hair. Yeah, I had hair. It was down to hair.
Really? Okay.
It was down to here,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
But I like the leather. It works.
Well, that's what happens when marriage. When you have marriage and children.
Listen, do not go there.
I will absolutely go there. As much as I love my family. Hi,
I
honey.
hate to say that.
No, because I know she's watching. And I need to sleep with both eyes closed.
Ah,
So-
okay. You know what? I understand that.
Well, we
Okay.
got members. But the bottom line is, it doesn't really matter what you listen to. If it's as long as it's heavy, whether it's pop metal. We see Pat said, no, you do not.
What do you do?
No.
Well, I will tell you this: when we were getting ready to go to Charlie's party,
Yes.
we all know Scott is not into all of that. I myself, I will give the whole death metal community, because I have to. Every time I have to say this, I did not give them due diligence until I met Derek and Terrence and listened to them laying down tracks of their album,
Of course.
minus the vocals. And it's very intricate music. I never gave it a second thought. I apologize to the whole genre, but you add the vocals, you lost me. It's just not my thing. but the music itself, without the vocals, is so intense, so black metal, so like everything that I love. And Derek and Terrence are two very good friends of mine. And I have to thank them because they, at Hobbs Fest, which you were at.
Yes.
That was an incredible fucking backyard party. And they allowed 2 California nobody bands, which was Apothecary and Alligari.
Apothecary.
Apothecary. Thank you, Eric. Look, Hannah's gonna get mad at me now. But these kids actually looked up to them and got to play on the same stage. They got an experience here in New York. This was the only place they played, and they have carried that. And I love the fact they got to play there. That was great. Did you guys enjoy their music?
You know, it was good.
They actually canceled their gig in Rhode Island.
Yes. I texted them. Me and Scott were in the car, and Derek said a band canceled. Do you think that band would want to play? And I have to say, Derek was really cool because I told them he's coming. We lent Jimmy our PA system that day. So I told them they were staying at the motel around the block. I said, if you come back about 11 o'clock after you check out, Derek from Suffolk will be here picking up the PA system. And their fathers said that the next day they told Scott, we've had a hard time getting them up out of bed, but this morning they were up, showered, ready. They were waiting outside of my parking lot before I even got here because they wanted to meet Derek from Suffolk. You know, I'm not, Derek and Terrence are friends of ours. I'm not into the death metal. We've gone to see them at St. Vitus. Great fucking rock club, if anyone needs to know. That is the shit, although we almost got trampled.
St. Vitus is great.
Frank is probably the only lead singer I see that can control a crowd and make them go and stop on a hot minute. I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. And again, not my genre, anything like that. But these kids came and Derek gave them time and talked to them, and he was so awesome with them. Invited them to the party, and then it just so happened you couldn't have planned it any better. The band canceled out. Derek said, do you think they'd want to play? And I said, I don't know, I'll text them. Me and Scott were driving in the truck, and I go, okay, it's taken them a while to get back to us. I bet you they're thinking about this. And lo and behold, they got to play, and all I know is that
they did a great job.
They, before I got to Terrence's house, I looked on Facebook and I saw that Apothecary's guitarist, who planned their whole tour, said, we're gonna share a stage with Suffocation in a backyard party, best day of my life. And I felt really good that, like, you know, like I was a little small part of that. Actually, it was Jesse Omega who brought them to me. They played my first opening day at the Rock Shop Clubhouse. So that was him, all him. But you know what, it was something you couldn't plan that any better. They could not have worked out if it was planned. Just so happened it went like that. I thought they did a great job. You guys give them props, and those kids, you made them feel like $1 million, and I thank you both for that. Very, very, their fathers, thank you very much for that. And
Well, Jesse Omega is amazing. I mean,
he's the only one that's allowed to do shows in here besides me.
I mean, he gets all the young bands. I mean, he's a great
gives
guy.
a shit.
He's a really good guy. Yeah, he's awesome.
He gives a shit, and he understands the rules of my club. And the rules of the Rock Shop Clubhouse is this: we are not a venue. We are a clubhouse. And you come here to play, and I want you to be comfortable. And you're not gonna get rich, but you're gonna get paid. You may get $50, you may get $100, whatever, and I feed you. But the bottom line is this: $5 out the door.
You feed them?
I do.
Where's our food?
Them, you know the bands.
With metal, we eat the slaughtered carcasses of virgins.
Where the hell's the food? They get fed. We don't get fed.
No, you don't get fed. You're not in the bands.
What the?
We can
I'll
make
feed
one
you
like
later.
right now.
I can feed you.
I know. I think maybe. What about Rock Band the video game? Is that close enough?
It's right there, and I have it all fucking hacked. We can play
That's about the
that.
closest I'll ever come. I couldn't play.
I'm a good guitar fucking hero person.
Yeah, well, I couldn't play like my favorite musician. I couldn't sing like my favorite musician. The only thing I knew how to do is I knew how to rehab like my favorite musician. That I knew how to do.
Well, you know what? Do you want to talk
You
about
know
that?
this is a rock club because there's a guitar string on the floor.
That rocks.
That's
They're
real.
right there. Right there.
See
You know
this?
what? I will say this to all musicians and people out there. Pat is a 16-year.
16 year.
You just need to post on Facebook, which I'm
Okay.
shocked to read, to be
Okay.
honest with you. So go ahead. I want you to talk about that because I think it's important because I have a son who has taken the wrong road, and I'm not sure he even still has gotten it. So
Well, a lot of people who I know my story. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've got 16 years of sobriety, and it's you know, it's something I'll joke about all the time. It's just my way of dealing with it. Matter of fact, that's why they actually patched me into the club, because when they found out that I didn't drink, oh, wait a minute. He doesn't drink.
Designated driver.
Actually, I'll be surprised when they patch me. I'm surprised it didn't come with a taxi cab, to be honest with you.
But you know what? How hard is it?
Even though the ironic thing, they did patch me in at Duff's, so how ironic is they patched a sober guy in at the bar? But
How hard is it to
and then of course
go
I had to
to a
drive
bar?
people home that night, so that was interesting.
How difficult is it for you to go to Duff's or St. Vitus or whatever and not drink?
Oh,
Is
for
that
me,
a
not at all.
challenge?
Not at all. The reason being is because the reason why I quit drinking is because I got 2 DWIs, and it was that second one that was the one that told me that I had real issues. So it's like when I go to a bar, when I'm driving, you know, everyone to the club or whatnot, and Leslie also drives quite a bit too. So, you know, by the way, thank you very much.
All right,
She does.
We're gonna do
Road
this.
tripping.
She does. Yeah, we do a lot of road trips, and she's
Everyone,
and a lot of times she volunteers.
is there anyone there? Hello?
Leslie, she volunteers in the vehicle a lot of times, and we'll meet up somewhere, and then we'll drive the rest of the way there. So no, she's really good. And absolutely should applaud her.
I am not.
She does
I'm
it,
not
she
a
doesn't have
designated
to.
driver. Because when I go out, I want to drink.
No.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. But that's the thing. So it's like when
Me too.
So, but the fact that you were asking, it's like, so when I go to a bar, since that's where I had, you know, kind of
That's hard because that's where all the shows are.
Exactly. So it's like, it's just something I just accept. So a lot of the time I'm driving, and the thing is, for me, it's an automatic thing. Oh, I'm at a club. I know I gotta get home, so it's just like a switch. It just doesn't even faze me.
Okay.
Because it's just not worth, it's after all the shit that I went through, it's just not worth the hassle or the headache.
Okay.
You know, there is something about, you know, being able to.
Well, I'm going to
sleep
say
at night.
this. I'm going to ask everyone to applaud over there at my bar.
No.
Because it takes a lot of strength, self-control and self-strength to go to where you are and be able to stand in a bar, because most times addicts cannot go to a bar or can't do that. So I want everyone to be very, very happy that you can do that, because that's a feat and you deserve it. Yes, you do. Everyone, over there, pay attention.
I mean, there are certain people, even in our world, it's where, you know, where drinking is accepted, and it's not really. It's like in other areas where it's frowned
Being
upon. It's not
ridiculous
frowned
is
here.
accepted.
Right, but still, even there are still some people like in our community where we'll even sit and say it's like, you know, maybe you should stop. And I just know I'm just one of those people who should not drink.
I've been told that too, but I don't listen.
We're just I had Suffolk County's Finest kind of help me with that decision making.
Well, you know what? I do know about myself. If I'm angry or I'm in a bad mood, I should derail from the tequila, because that puts me over the edge.
Actually, I want to add, there have been several times when Pat has been given, someone will give Pat a beer and say, hold this for me.
Oh.
And he holds it. I'm like, nope, take it back.
See, so you have his back.
Do not give someone who does not drink an alcoholic beverage to hold.
They don't even realize they're
They don't
doing
even-
it though.
I know.
But that's you, and that's awesome that you have his back for that.
Of course, absolutely.
That's awesome. I think that's again part of that whole family, the NYDM family, which is what, again, I'm gonna say this, I really do want to be a part of. Not for any other reason other than I don't have family. And I think I've been a metalhead since I'm 8. And like you were saying one time to me personally, not on the show, that we were kind of like the outcast, but 87% of my graduating class out of high school, we were all metalheads. So I kind of graduated with a metalhead fucking whole school. But I kind of stayed true to who I was, even though I went to college and I did corporate tax returns, and this is the thing that a lot of people in this whole world do not get, or they don't know about me, is I have a 4-year degree, and I did corporate tax returns for 25 years. I'm not stupid. I'm not this little stupid rocket chick that doesn't know anything from anything. I ran people's businesses.
Well,
Because they're in jail now.
I mean,
Really?
She's got made off on her speed dial. I don't know what that means.
No. But I did them with Slayer fucking pumping in my ear. My boss, I work for a CPA firm. My boss would come across and go like this to me and go, "You're very animated, Gina." And then I'd be like, you know what? I am, but
Yeah, your clients are south of heaven now.
you know what? Did you have to go there?
Yeah.
Shh.
But
I mean,
anyway.
in our Long Island chapter alone, we have all walks of life. We have people who work in warehouses. We have people who
That's right.
work in janitorial. We have
their
computer
passion is
programmers.
music, though.
We have computer programmers. We have nurses. We have engineers. We have people across the whole
We have someone going.
flight of awesome
What are you?
flight attendant, most awesome job.
He's a nurse. There we go.
I mean, we have people that are just across the entire spectrum of everything from blue collar up to almost.
If your passion is music, that's what the NYDM is all about. And I'm sorry, there are a lot of groups out there that are forming, have been formed, or what have you. As far as I can see it, from what I see from my perspective, your organization is not only worldwide, like I said, last time you guys were on, 1,800 people were watching this. And that was a show that was put together in 3 hours. He saved me from a band that canceled last minute. And in 3 hours, we promoted it enough that 1,800 people worldwide were watching it. That spoke volumes to me about what you're about what your organization is about, and most importantly, what support and band support and fan support and everything I'm fighting for. And I'm not about, people can say whatever they want. Yeah, I have bands playing here and showcasing them, but I'm all about trying to rebuild that 80s scene where we opened ourselves up to new music. And I don't give a shit what anyone says. I proved it. I've had a couple of shows, a couple of weekends in a row. These people will sit here for 3 bands because they're comfortable. And no one's going to take that away from me. But you have supported everything I've ever done since the day we met. And you showed up here sporadically, and I didn't even expect you to be here. And that just shows me what your organization is about, and it makes me want to be a bigger part because I believe in who you are, what you represent, because it's no bullshit. And all these other groups out there.
Action!
2013 NYDM Annual. Can you focus in on that? That is all the killer bands that will be playing over a 4-day fucking unbelievable metal fest. And Rock Shop Magazine will be present all 4 days. Oh, there's my phone.
Maybe it's a caller.
It could be. Let's see. Yeah, you hold that.
Great.
Good job.
No, it's not. Just someone saying they're coming. They're a little late.
Yeah.
Anywho, we will be covering, Rock Shop Magazine will be covering the entire 4-day festival. And I'm very excited about that, to be part of this. We will be doing an extra special version of the magazine, which will be an insert into the regular issue that month. We are blessed. We've covered Mayhem Fest, and I will say this: my David Zek and Shannon Thomas and their photographer killed it at Mayhem Fest for us. And right now I have TC Cross and Diane Perry and Jimmy at Sturgis. Right now, as we speak, they covered all of Kid Rock last night, and the night before they did ZZ Top. And they will be covering the rest of the week. They're at Sturgis covering it for the magazine. Thank you guys, I fucking appreciate it. And then that'll be that issue, and then we have the annual. So we are blessed to be part of all of this fucking great music shit going on. And we are here at the Rock Shop Clubhouse creating our own music history, I guess you would say. And again, we are not a venue. We are not in competition with anyone. We are here to bring the music to the masses, to get the bands noticed. That is my job. It's not just a place to play, it's a place to get yourself noticed. If you're a band, get in touch with me. You want to play here because you get to be in my magazine. Bottom line. That's good. There we go.
Glare on.
Ominous is the one I keep hearing everybody loves. I cannot wait to
It's
see
like
these guys.
the glare from the lightning.
Calendar this year.
Huh?
I'm Miss October in their calendar.
You're Miss October.
Yes.
Very cool.
Very hot.
Very hot.
Oh, it's extremely
Oh, you're a
hot.
hot Miss October.
Oh, yes, yes.
Nice. I'd be not a hot Miss October.
Oh, stop.
I'd be scary.
Which is my birthday month.
Horror.
Deceased is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, deceased and Blood Feast.
Oh, King?
Deceased and Blood Feast, yes.
Oh, Blood Feast. Well, Blood Feast killed the last time they
Oh,
played.
yes, they did.
Blood Feast?
Yeah.
Are these all death metal bands?
No, you got a combo of
Black
thrash,
metal,
black metal.
I like black metal, I like thrash.
Anvil.
Yeah.
Black Anvil.
I like Leslie Anderson. All right. Who's playing on Thursday?
Thursday, Carcinogen is headlining.
Go ahead.
I know there wasn't a lineup. I know the headliners.
All right, yeah, we have Thorn.
Thorn Constellation.
And I have no clue how to say
I don't
that.
have my glasses on. I'm
Gray-
sorry.
Gray Skull?
Gray Skull. Gray Skull is an
Okay.
excellent band.
Now,
Gray Skull is named
Saturday.
after that from
Saturday is
Hercules.
going to be headlined by Deceased. Is going to be Blood Feast headlining with Deceased, Primeval. I believe Mausoleum after that.
Yeah, no,
And then
And Bomber.
And Bomber. All right, then Mausoleum, Engorge, Radiation.
no.
Oh, they're off the bell.
Yeah.
They're off the bell. Radiation Sickness,
They're gone.
they're gone.
Yep, they're gone.
Started
Yonder
with an
Realm.
H.
Yonder Realm is my folk metal voice.
Is that really?
Thursday starts off as a meet and greet night. Music starts at 9 o'clock. Ray Skull at 9 o'clock. It'll be Thorn Constellation at 10. It'll be Carcinogen headlining at 11. On Friday, it more has a black metal theme.
Nice.
Nelderoth will be starting the. Nelderoth, by the way, is our brother from Upstate Pennsylvania chapter's band. They will be starting at 5:40. Blasphemous will be at 6:30. Ominous, also our brother Vic Gonzalez from New Jersey, who is the lead singer and lead guitarist. They will be going on at 7:20. Solace of Requiem at 8:10. I'm sorry, my glasses are horrible. Telek Volvin, our own Long Island chapter president, Greg Lehman, will be going on at 9 o'clock. Evoking, an awesome black metal band. If you like an atmospheric black metal, great band.
I do.
Headlining will be Black Anvil at 11 o'clock.
And they rock. These
guys are
fucking
Black Anvil's
great.
amazing.
They opened for
Amazing
Suffocation
band.
at fucking Revolution. I remember that.
I might be going through the bands that might have canceled, so I apologize for that. Saturday, festivities start at 2 o'clock. By the way, is free food on Saturday at the Red River Inn. They go on at 2. Untuned, our Brothers in Massachusetts band, goes on at 2:45. Yonder Realm, our local Long Island folk metal band, they played a barbecue last year and blew everyone away. Everyone was just going all afternoon with
Nice.
them. Radiation Sickness, no, they canceled.
They canceled.
Engorge at 5:10, Mausoleum is at 6:15, and Bomber at 7:15. Primeval, yes, Andy Eichhorn at 8:15. Deceased, one of the greatest thrash metal bands since the 80s, Kingsley King Valley at
I'm looking
9:30.
forward to this.
And Blood Feast,
Yeah.
another thrash metal band that's going back to the 80s, is going on at 10:45.
Featuring our brother Chris from PA
Yes,
as
Chris
the lead vocalist.
Nanalini in Pennsylvania. And then on Sunday,
Sunday's a pig roast.
yes, we
correct?
have a pig roast and pork loin roast. We
Okay.
actually have some southern barbecue sauce coming up from Alabama. That's going to be
Nice.
used also.
I just want a picture of the pig
Pat
with
from
the apple in his
Alabama.
mouth.
Yes,
Can I get
thank
that?
you, our Alabama chapter, and Pat.
There's
Going
a
to bring
joke
up
in
some
there
sauces
somewhere.
for the pork loin and on the pig.
On Pat and on the pig?
I don't know if it's going to be on him or not. I have no idea.
Sorry.
So,
No, I'm just trying to picture Ben, the Pat, and the pig.
so
All of a sudden.
Just
After a
saying.
couple of shots of Jack Daniels, you just see all bets are off.
no ifs, ands, or oinks
Okay.
for me.
But yeah.
Oh, there's a little something in there. Oh, we have fucking sound effects.
Sunday.
Love you, Pat.
Sunday.
Why do I hear
Oinkers.
fiddles playing all of a sudden?
Sunday we have Grotesque Euphoria is at 3 o'clock. Corpse of Fire is at 4. Did they or are they off or they're still on? They're on.
Sunday,
they're
I
on.
think it's going by. I think Grotesque before you might be off.
Left
I'm
in
not sure
Ruins,
though.
our
Grotesque
brothers
Euphoria is
upstate,
local
James
band
Delisle, and I'm trying to remember who else is them. They are playing Left in Ruins and Lies Beneath,
Lies Beneath, another awesome local band.
another
I've heard of
awesome
them.
local band.
As the old saying goes, cards subject to change. So
Well, you know what? This is going to be like a Metal Fest extravaganza. And I was talking a lot about, and also just so you know, I had you cards out with me at, I have to say this, the Road Reapers rally, which I was at on Sunday, supporting LJ James and Lucky. Thank you for having me. And I will be at the Demon Knights rally on Sunday. They also will know all about this. This is a metal fest, which is great. They're all about that as well. And if there are any bands that are canceling on you and you need other bands, I have some that would love to play for you guys. You let me know. Just saying.
Sounds great.
well, even if they don't play, come down, come to check it out.
Everyone's gonna come down. I had your cards out. I need more. Just saying.
Well, that's it. We got plenty.
Looks like as of last count, we're going to have like 500 to 600 people are going to be supporting the town of
amazing.
Brookhaven.
That's
We are pretty
amazing.
much taking up the entire hotel.
I saw that, and you
About
were in charge
2/3.
of all of that. I watched that, and you had a stressful job in getting the hotel, getting the people, and then I saw you even posting if you are booking a room and you need a roommate. I saw all that.
Yeah, there was,
Kudos.
well,
Because she took on quite, and plus her own personal life on top of that. That rocks.
it's pretty much a year in the making. It's
Yeah.
a labor of love, and next week we'll see all the results of it.
You know what? It's
So-
going to be a killer time.
We also have a local limo company that is going to be having stretch limos coming to the hotel and bringing people back and forth. She's
Nice.
gonna have drinks, and it's like $5 to get to the venue, $5 to get back.
You can't beat that in a limo. You can't
yeah.
beat that. You can't beat
No,
that.
no one has to worry about drinking or anything, and drinking and driving.
What limo company is this?
It's a Long Island limo boss, a guy named Harry. I wish I
Harry,
knew his phone
thank
number
you.
off the top of his head, off the top of my head, so.
But you know what, Harry, Long Island Limo Company, props. Anyone needs them, you are doing right by us. It's all good.
And Spring Hill Suites
Where's that?
in Belport. They are on Horse Block Road.
Okay.
They're about 2.5 miles away from the Red River.
I have a little ding. Let's see if it's someone that wants to talk to us. No.
No,
It's not.
non-callers.
There's the love.
All right, well, you know what? I want to thank you guys for being here again because we actually had pre-taped a show at Charlie's. It just didn't work out. The audio didn't come out right and all that good stuff. But I am so thrilled that you guys are back. Shh.
Is that the one where his cat just came up and
Yeah,
just sat
yeah.
next to everybody?
That was good. That would have been a good tape.
But you know what? I want to thank you guys for being on. I'm honored and privileged to be a part of the NYDM. Again, this is Fran. This is because of you. I would know nothing about any of this if it wasn't for you. So I thank you for that. And I feel at home when I'm at your events because it's maybe, according to Scott, something I'm missing in my world.
Well, we're all about the metal, and so are you.
And it is,
Yeah.
and I fucking hate drama. I hate it. It's not rock to me. It's not metal. It's bullshit. And I just, when I go out and I'm listening to music, as I've been at Charlie's birthday party and Mystical Jim's birthday party,
And mine too.
and your birthday party as well, that's
Yes.
right. You know what? Nobody talks about who's screwing who in the back, whatever. It's like, holy shit, did you hear this band? And this is the players in the, it's all music 24/7, and that's what I'm about. That's what I love. I don't care about anything else. If I want to be involved in drama, I would stay home. I would leave home to
Nice.
not be involved in drama, and I want to be in my metal rock world. And I thank the NYDM because you guys are real, you're genuine, you're all about who you are, and you don't give a fuck what anyone else has to say in plain English. And I, for one, appreciate that.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Awesome. Just saying. NYDM, you better be there, Red River Inn, for the fucking 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. We'll be there. You better be there too.